to talk a little bit about the incentive and how you can prepare for getting progressing through the incentive, tools that the company is offering us to really help us do our best during this incentive period. It's December 5th, so the incentive has been going for a few days now. I know we have all the way till March 31st, but seriously, people are already jumping in. There are several people who are already incentive pink, which means they've already put in $1,000 worth of PV here on the 5th day of the month. Some people have already added several team members to their teams who will be part of their incentive teams. So yeah, some people are really jumping with both feet. So this is part of the craziness and the incredibly delicious lunacy that is a Posh trip incentive period. Anyway, so here's my computer. For those of you who don't know, this is my beautiful MacBook that I got. It just looks dirty. It's beautiful. It's my gold MacBook that I got free because I used Posh points for it last year. So I've had it for almost a year now, and I absolutely love it. And it was all completely free with Posh points. Anyway, I am digressing. So, so here in your virtual office, if you go over to the sidebar, you'll see one of the choices is incentive. So if you click on incentive, and then right under it, if you click on rush, now they're taking this Greek theme really to heart. So the theme is all about Greek, like fraternity Greek, and this is the rush. So this is their theme for this incentive, which is pretty fun. I was never a sorority girl, but I know some of you were. So here we are. This is what the page looks like, and there is a way to go back to the home page. This is the tracker, so that will show you where everybody is, all of the rankings for the incentive by clicking on the tracker. This, if you click on View All Awards, it'll show you. I posted some still shots of this the other day with the awards you can get for hitting pink +1, and all the way up through gold premier, I believe, and all the awards. So, really, people kind of get discouraged sometimes. They're like, well, I'm never going to be the top 40 and be able to go to Greece. Although, you never know. So it's definitely worth pursuing. But, I mean, even if you don't earn the top prize, which is a 7-day cruise to 7 Greek islands, there's still lots of prizes along the way that are really fun, and it's really a worthwhile thing to do your best throughout the incentive period. But this is what I wanted to show you. So if you click on tools, the one thing that people really wanted to help do the best they could in an incentive period was to have a planner. So here they've made it the sorority handbook, like you're pledging a sorority in keeping with the Greek theme. And so if you click here on handbook, it'll take you to the whole thing. And a lot of people are printing these up, which is so useful. I mean, it's nice to have it to refer to. There's lots of exercises and a lot of things of thought brainstorming exercises for you to do, and it's just so much more helpful if you can write things down. I do want to caution you that the whole thing is 73 pages long, so some people were having them like actually printed and bound at Kinko's and things like that. That's not really necessary, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think you need to print every single page. If you do, that's great, and it'd be really helpful, but I don't think you need to necessarily do all 73 pages. So here's the table of contents, and the first couple of pages just explains what the incentive is all about. So what it is, how your existing team and company differs from your incentive team, and then what's in the sorority handbook. And then there's just some really good starter things to start out with. So the first thing is to really think about, why do you Posh? What is your why about Posh? What do you love about Posh that makes you want to share it with other people? Makes you want to tell people, hey, I think this is something that you would love to do too. I love Posh, and I think you would too. So, so just again, this is a thing you can print out and think about what products you love, what scents you love, why you love Posh. And then I want you to tell a little story about a product that you love. And I think that's a great idea to really start thinking in terms of, we kind of get caught up in like, oh, what are the sales? What's my PV? But that takes you away from the basics of what actually makes you love Posh. Then there's a little exercise on what you love about you, because uh, people are always trying to copy other people, especially successful consultants. Like, oh, how did they do it? How did they become successful? But that's not necessarily the best way to go about running your Posh business. Because if you're not authentically you, it's going to show to people. It's going to seem artificial, and it's not going to be as effective in getting them to want to share Posh with you. So things about what you love about you that make you someone that being the best consultant you can be, or just the best human being you can be. So talking about the real you, and that's a great exercise, I think. Then we're getting back down to the nitty gritty, and the number one thing is getting Posh on people is the best way to share Posh, to make people want to become customers, get them to want to become members of your team. Talking about social media, most of us use a lot of social media in our businesses, and it talks about being authentic on social media. So again, don't just copy and paste the graphics that are put out by home office or that you get from other consultants. Make your own. Make your own posts. Really, try to put some of yourself into your posts on social media, and talks about Posh in every day, even if it's for 5 minutes. I know we're all busy, especially right now, it's the holiday season, but doing a little bit in your Posh business every day is so helpful as just as getting to make Posh part of your daily life, your daily tasks. Okay, so then you're going to have an incentive team. All the people that join your team during this incentive team are part of this incentive period are part of your incentive team. So it's an exercise to write it down, and then about launching your incentive the right way. So some exercise in brainstorming, thinking up a theme, and this is the most important. This is like the number one thing to get out of this handbook, in my opinion, and that's about your goals. Not even necessarily just for this incentive period, but for the coming year, since we're coming into 2017. I can't believe it. Just thinking about what are your goals for your Posh business in the coming year ahead. I think that this is so if you only like printed one page out of this entire thing, here we are on page 10. Big number 10 is the page that I would really encourage everybody to print out and start actually writing down, because when you write things down, they become more they're not abstract anymore. They become just more real to you. Okay, so I'm not going to take you through this entire handbook because, again, it's 73 pages long. They really focused a lot on Prep Academy. So they tried to structure a lot of this handbook excuse me, around Prep Academy, because for brand new consultants, the team members that you're going to be bringing on during this time, Prep Academy is the way for them to really learn everything they need to know about running their Posh business. And so it's good for them to see this handbook and see talk about how they can use the Prep Academy to their advantage in the incentive as well. And then they have this text challenge and tracker where it's 100 people. Can you think of 100 people that you could set a goal to send 100 texts to people about the incentive, about all the great things going on, to encourage them to join your team, because this is your dream team. It's not necessarily not necessarily even a fraction of those people are actually going to join, but it's people you think, gosh, if I had these people on my team, this would be my dream team. So that's a goal. This again, I've posted this before as a memory jogger, as all the people you should think about when you're thinking about people that you could share Posh with, or people that you might consider for inquiring if they would be interested in joining their team. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go through all 73 pages of this, but I want to remind you that I'm doing a sprint to pink. So the first 3 people, and it's got to be this month. So it's there's still a lot of month left, but it's got to be this month, and it has to be the first 3 people are going to get prizes. Included in those prizes is this. It's a set of the Pura Vida bracelets that they put out as part of the Costa Rica incentive trip that's coming up for the people that earned the last incentive, which is pretty exciting. These are beautiful. I love these. They're like handmade in Costa Rica, and they were put together as part of a fundraising campaign that the company did to actually build a playground for some kids in Costa Rica, which is amazing. It's an amazing thing, and this was put out to raise money for that. So top 3 people first 3 people to hit pink this month are gonna get these really really cute bracelets. If bracelets are not your thing, which I understand some people just are not into jewelry, we can definitely substitute that with some kind of a product prize. Okay. So anyway, go through this handbook. Seriously, I cannot stress enough how important it is to look at the tools that the company has put a lot of time and effort. They're giving us this training for free. And it's not just for the purposes of the incentive. It's a great resource to have in building your business and expanding your business in general. And we're so fortunate that they give this to us all for free. So it is an absolute crying shame if you do not take advantage of this. So, all right, if you have any questions, just post it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer anything. All right, go get them, girls and guys. Bye-bye.